and then they will agitate for equal political rights with the Spaniards. When the reforms did not come, then the revolution happened. Okay, next one. So if you will look at this composite image of the Grupo de Filipinos Ilustres by Guillermo Tolentino, hindi po nagkaroon kahit kailan ng group photo na magkakasama lahat yung mga bayani. Ito po ay ginawa lang ni Guillermo Tolentino. No? So yung ideya na yung Filipino nation was born in the 19th century, you can look at this image. Most of the heroes that we know, that we can recognize, lived during the 19th century. Next. Okay, so ito na po yung karugtong ng storytelling natin. No? Noong 1879 po, if you can see his photo, there's a Filipino chemist named Anacleto del Rosario who developed a formula that would purify alcohol and give it a stronger body. Okay? Si Anacleto del Rosario po ay isang homegrown scientist and chemist. He was a friend and contemporary of Jose Rizal, a schoolmate in the Ateneo and in the University of Santo Tomas. Later on, Ayala y Compañía, the company, acquired the formula from Del Rosario, and the company began producing strong gin products that appeal to ordinary consumers. So a while ago, I mentioned that in the beginning, it was only the Spaniards who really had access to gin. But because of this, pati po yung mga karaniwang mamamayan ay makakatikim na rin ng gin, not just the Spanish elites. Next. So noong American period po, ay very conscious ang mga Amerikano sa public health, sanitation, and hygiene. In 1904, the Food and Drug Act was passed. And they studied the products of Ginebra, and Ginebra gained the distinction of being pure and stainless. Ibig sabihin po, ganun siya kalinis. At yung standard, yung high standards natin for producing liquor that Ginebra is still famous for, you can trace it back to this period. Okay? 1924, next po tayo. Okay? Next. In 1924, a Filipino-Chinese businessman named Carlos Palanca Sr. Bought the Ayala y Compañía from, and the Ginebra San Miguel from the Ayala Rojas clan. Okay? And of course, Palanca Sr. was the owner of the Destilería de La Tondela. Okay, next po. Can you go back a bit, one slide? Mabilis lang po. One slide. So the forward. Okay, this is the aerial view of the La Tondela Distillery in Tondo. They opened the new one in 1928, and then the company got incorporated in 1929. Next. Okay, so this is a very interesting story. Fernando Amorsolo is known in Philippine art history as probably one of the most popular, most influential painters. Okay? Amorsolo graduated from the Liceo de Manila and from the UP School of Fine Arts. He will later become director of the School of Fine Arts. But unknown to many Filipinos, he was the artist behind the iconic battle label art of Ginebra. Okay, at ano po yung makikita natin doon? Si Saint Michael ay nilalabanan si Lucifer gamit ang kanyang espada, and he is driving him back to the flames of hell. And perhaps this was Amorsolo's most enduring work as a commercial artist. Okay? The story behind it is that Enrique Zobel de Ayala, who was not just a businessman but also an art lover and patron, was so impressed with the talent of Amorsolo, he sponsored his studies in the Real Academia de Bellas Artes de San Fernando in Madrid. Alam po nyo, doon din nag-aaral si Juan Luna at si Felix Resurrección Hidalgo. Okay? Now, according to Enrique Zobel de Ayala, it was the best representation of Ginebra San Miguel. Tignan po natin yung photos from left to right. So the original label is on the left. Yan yung drawing ni Amorsolo. It will be modified later on. Ano po yung difference? Magkakaroon ng mga mountains sa likod, hindi ba? And then, it will be further modified towards the present. Okay? Now, what does the concept really illustrate? Well, for one, it pays homage to the source, no? The old distillery